Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Chiron Sextile or Trine the Moon in a natal horoscope. As most of you know, Chiron is associated with that wounded healer. It's an area or sector in our charts where we often can accentuate or emphasize as far as helping others, but are often unable to help ourselves in this way, because I think a lot of this is attributed to overcompensation due to the fact we're expending all this time and energy helping others in this manner. We may neglect to help ourselves this way. Chiron is perceived as an asteroid or planetoid by many. I think its impact is similar to that of a generational planet, and its influence is stronger by house position as opposed to the sign it's in, because Chiron traverses a sign on average for about 4 to 5 years. So it's really, it's more of its emphasis or its strength is more in the house placement as opposed to the sign that it resides in. Well, anyway, the first thing I look at when I see Chiron Sextile or Trine the Moon in a natal chart, this could be a person who has a good ability perhaps to heal or help others, as far as perhaps anything traumatic emotionally. If they have a friend, say, that has experienced devastating emotional wounds, so to speak, this could be the ideal person to help them. The mother may have figured prominently in terms of encouraging this person in terms of the manner in which they help or heal other people. The mother may have been very beneficial in this. The moon is connected with women, so the women in this person's life may be very beneficial in terms of how they decide or how they feel they should be helping or healing other people. This could be a person that is very strongly attuned to others' emotions, even if they don't readily show it on their faces. They could be very aware of subterfuges or any kind of facade that might be hiding or suppressing their real feelings. So this could be somebody that might be very good psychiatrist or psychologist, or somebody even in detective work, because they could kind of see through, I guess, any kind of fallacious emotions this person may be showing or that they're actually concealing. Now, a lot of this depends on like the sign and house placement of these of Chiron and the moon. And for me, I have Chiron Sextile the Moon in my horoscope, in my natal chart. I have Chiron in the 12th house, and the moon is in Gemini in the 1st house. So with Chiron in the 12th, obviously I might be very proficient at helping others with their limitations, their shortcomings, their restrictions, and I might be able to apply that Gemini moon, I guess you could say that verbosity or communication ability, and I might be able to help others by doing that and combining that with that need to help others that are less fortunate. Some of you may have seen one of my other channels, Zodiac Man 2007, where I talk about things such as homelessness and ostracism, and the videos may be inspirational to those that are less fortunate, and I kind of put that sympathetic ear, kind of that sympathetic aura mixed in with what I'm doing, because I'm doing that, with some compassion in me, and that could be attributed to having the moon in the 1st house, which can kind of give off some Cancerian, I guess you could say, overtones. And I also have 3 planets in Cancer in the North Node in Pisces, so that plays a role, I'm sure. And let's take another example. Let's say somebody has Chiron, Trine or Sextile the moon, and Chiron is in the 9th house. This could be somebody that might help others maybe deal with some kind of traumatic blow or emotional wound that they experienced, maybe in their church, their congregation, or religions, and this may be somebody that might be able to help others, help this person gain perhaps spirituality and religion in their life by showing compassion at the same time. And this, what is very good about this position, these aspects now, is that you have Chiron, the healer, which synchronizes with the moon, which rules Cancer. So you have somebody where they can be very, very compassionate, very sympathetic in terms of how they're helping others. So they have that sympathetic energy mixed in with that ability to help others in whatever sector of life that would be, and a lot would depend on the house placement of Chiron, of course. And anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Chiron Sextile or Trine the Moon in a natal horoscope. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be talking about Chiron in a major adverse aspect to the Moon in a natal horoscope. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.